Hello everybody, Muttley here, and welcome to my highlights from the latest round of the GT300 series. And once again, myself and Delete have kept up our 100% records in B lobby, while Shep, amazingly, was up in A. So well done to him. First time Nissan Silver has been up there, I believe. Definitely a Pertec one anyway. So here we are on the start then. Pretty standard, 2x2 into the first corner. Nice helping hand on the exit to help me stay in third. I'm actually closing a little bit on my teammate in front, so I pulled to the right to take that wider entry into the first part of the S's, and not realising there was an S2K up my inside there. He does very, very well to make a move in the middle part of the S's, but I'm going to get the position straight back though as the two in front held up the car that just got past me, so he would be certainly back into third as we go through the chicane. I actually give my teammate a little bit of a tap there, but as we enter what is left of the back straight on this layout, it's just about quiets down for a couple of corners. Still on the first lap though, there's a bit of contact between the top two, and my teammate gets a very bad run out of the corner, giving me second place. So still a Pertec 2-3. Obviously we've just swapped around a little bit. Now things actually are going to settle down for a few laps rather than a few corners. And at this point I've rather closed up to the leader. Had a little bit of a gap in the downtime that you haven't seen, and now I am going to try and take the lead. Let's see, up the inside there. This is a really weird stretch of track because you keep turning so far to the right. It's a really weird track in general because this left-handed corner here, there's about 1,000 different lines you can take through there, and the line I take gives me a really good exit, allowing me to pull up the inside alongside around the never-ending right-handed corner. And I'll tell you what, the S2000 does really, really well to hold it on the outside and stay too wide through there. I really thought I was going to have that position once I got to the inside, but no! And now it's my turn to be on the outside as we go around the penultimate corner again. I'm amazed we're still too wide, and without going off track there as well. As if people watch IndyCar, track limits there is not something most people pay attention to. And I did get a nice cut back around the final corner to go down the pit straight, but that S2000 is just monstrous on the straights. Compared to the Silvia especially, we certainly struggle in the straight line speed department. Lap 5 and we're back to that horrible left-hander of 1,000 corners, and I've tried to take an inside line, and evidently I don't know what I'm doing on the inside line. I hadn't really practiced it, and I cut the corner and got a terrible run, and my teammate would get back past into second place in exactly the same place that we swapped in the first place. So, once again, still a Pertec 2-3, just back to the original order this time round, and there's only going to be a few laps left now as we jump into turn 1 on lap 6, and out of nowhere, an S2K makes an absolutely bold move is the word I'm going to go for. I was looking for the right word there. His teammate tried to get a cutback as well. Fortunately, just the one position lost, and he's going to go for it again on my teammate this time, and it didn't pay off for him into that corner. I get a fantastic run on the pair of them running into the next right hand. There's a little bit of contact with the S2000, then the RX-8 comes out of nowhere and I get sandwiched in the middle, and could have gone a lot worse, to be honest. I mean, I've lost a position to the RX-8, but I've gained one on the S2K. I actually did the inside line relatively well that time round, but it would still be fourth place for me. And as actually, I don't think I've mentioned, as you can probably tell in the top right hand corner, this is now the last lap, and with that bit of mayhem that's just gone on, it should just be a case of a nice gentle run to the line around the last few corners. The RX-8 runs off wide in front of me, I do the same. I close up towards the last corner, but I'm not going to go for a move after running wide like that. But tell you who is going to go for a move, the same S2K that's gone for already 2 brazen moves in this race, and he's gone for a third into the final corner, and in a drag race to the line he's going to beat me because he's in an S2K, and I come across the line in 5th, just beating out his teammate. Or did I? No, I didn't. Look at that gap. Who would have thought that Forza would be wrong about anything? So yes, 5th place, or 6th place for me there. Delete did very well to hold on to second. For the second race then, 6th place would turn into a reverse grid pole, with Delete swapping down to 5th. So here we are, leading the way off the line. I chose the right-hand side as opposed to the left-hand side, which was pole in the first race, simply because I'd seen what I could do with a bit more grip and just leave a big gap on the inside, swoop around the outside, and take the lead exactly like that. That's exactly how I planned it out in my head when I picked the right hand side for the pole position, and that's exactly what happened when I went to put it in practice, so I was very happy about that. I tell you what though, it wouldn't be very long that I would have a comfortable lead for after a decent turn one, with the S2000 just being right there already. He's had a look up the inside, and as we go into the left-hander, which should now always be known as the left-hander with 1,000 lines. I took the sort of slightly wider exit that time. You can see the S2K's nose was there as well, but a bit of a nothing highlight really, as he wasn't ever really going to make that move stick. And this is just a highlight to look back and see how congested the field is, because at the end of that first flying lap I am back to having a relatively comfortable lead, and you could just see what was going on behind me. And now we need to know what's going on beside me, as we've got an S2000 pulling alongside into turn one. Once again though, more than happy to run around the outside, as it gives me the inside into the next right hand. There's a tiny little bit of side-to-side contact there. Until the S2000's actually done really, really well through there, and does take the lead off me as we go into the S's. And yeah, I didn't do very well there, do I? Cutting over the chicane, or not chicane, curbing, that's the word. I know my terminology, honest. And then through the chicane that time then, it's the Honda's turn to not do very well, and I get round the outside on the exit and move across to try and cover the inside. He goes for the dive, doesn't really get it stopped particularly well. He's still there, but I do have my nose in front. He's going to be on the inside as we head into the right-hander. I don't really give him any room there, to be honest. I probably should have left a little bit more than that, but with so much curbing being able to be used around here, it's not too big of a deal. I'm trying to push him wide now, and his teammate comes up the inside. See? Well, that corner is at least the corner of 3 lines, if maybe not 1,000, because I have one on my outside and one on my inside, and somehow in all of that, once again, I retain the lead. S2000 once again going for a move into turn one, this time on the outside, and I somehow managed to hold on to the lead. So we're on to lap 9 now, and halfway through the race, and I'm still leading, but the S2000 has done the inside line and got ahead initially. And for the second time in this race meeting, I'm going to be on the inside of an S2000 going too wide around the very long right hand corner, but on this time I do just about manage to clear the S2000 before he manages to make a move into the final corner. Once again, I'm going to stay around the outside, this time just running all 4 wheels over the curbing on the right hand side, and I'm once again going to stay around, well, not once again going to stay around the outside, because last time I went for the cutback into turn 1. But on this occasion, I did hold it around the outside of the final turn, but once again, in a drag race with an S2000, it's not going to go well. I tried to squeeze him to the inside there, to be honest, but he wasn't having none of that. A lot of side-to-side body contact, and we're back over towards the racing line, and there's a bit more contact on exit there as well, as we enter lap 10, and I finally have actually lost the lead in this race. So later on in lap 10, back to the left-hander, and MX-8, what am I talking about? Mazda RX-8, there we go, out of nowhere again. Well, he's appeared a couple of times in this video without really being fully featured. I've been battling S2Ks all the time, and then a couple of times he just sort of popped up and said, "Hi, I'm here as well." But anyway, I just about fended him off through the long right-hander, and on lap 10, as I'm starting to defend quite hard again, I decide now's probably a good time to dive out of the battle, try and go into the pits, maybe get some fresh air when I come out, and see if I can pump in some better lap times. And now it's a very, very, very long pit lane here. As always, I'll be speeding it up, and just so it doesn't take quite so long. And we can see where I come out. Back to normal speed now. On the exit, we're still in 3rd place. There is some approaching traffic. Here they come. It's going to be close into turn 1. We're on the inside. I overshoot the apex a little bit. Oh, of course, it's another S2000 who's on my outside. Hello there. And he's going to have the inside into turn 2. I'm going to try and hold it on the outside. There's a tiny bit of contact. There's a little bit of force of contact as we work together there. I'm not sure why he slammed the brakes when we got off the track either, but so I ended up running into him. I would have just full powered. The 2 cars that ended up going past us weren't close enough that we would have smacked into them coming back on, I don't think. But, you know, it was what it was. It was a tiny little bit of force of contact, and we both got dragged off the track and lost 2 places. But we're going to continue fighting between ourselves. We jump on later onto lap 11. I think this is still technically my outlap, so certainly an eventful one at that we're going to be through that horrible... I really do hate this left-hander. I'm sort of on a middle line that time, but still on the inside of the S2000. And once again, I would hold wide position. I think I'm saying once again quite a lot in this video, aren't I? Can you tell that similar things keep on happening? Or maybe I should just try and find some synonyms. Right, okay, so this time he's going around the outside into the penultimate corner. I think that's the first time I've been on the inside too wide there. So that's something new at least. Through the chicane, the S2000 that was up ahead, fighting with Delete, had a very bad run. So he lost quite a bit of time, and now he's fighting with me. I sort of swapped to the inside to show my nose, maybe put him off a little bit. And you know what? It kind of worked, because he went a bit deep. But the other S2000 got involved. There's contact all over the shop, and we're 3 wide through the right-hander. So it's not just the left-hander that has lots of lines. Obviously, all 3 of us managed to get through the right-hander as well. And just trying to put my nose up the inside there, no room. And once again, I hate that inside line so much. I completely butchered it. And the S2000 that's, well, I was going to say behind, he's sort of now alongside. As we exit the corner though, he is going to drop back a bit. Okay then, on to another clip. Where are we? What's going on? Lap 13, he's not stopping for that. And nor's the car in front, so I'll take those positions. Thank you very much, gents. That wasn't too bad. Up into 4th place again on lap 13 with just 5 to go now. Okay then, 3 to go now, same part of the track we jump into, lap 15, still in P4, and normally I've written a script and I know what's about to happen, so I can talk something I'd completely forgotten. Horrific lag incident, unfortunately there. I cut the corner on the right hand side just because my line was all compromised. I didn't want to hold that guy up any more than I needed to, and if something just happened there, I was just trying to play catch with a pen and managed to throw it in my own face. 2 bad things happening to me there. Lag incident that put me in the gravel, and hit myself in the face with a pen. I hope you're getting a nice insight into in this video. Turn 1, I go for a move, too far back to make it stick. I make contact, and you know, I can't be taking that, so I do back off onto the inside. But it is the last lap, we're going onto it, so I was a little bit desperate, but I'm not going to take a position by just barging someone out of the way. That's not racing etiquette. So we're going to spend the rest of the lap trying to get back past cleanly, because that's what we like to do. That's what we're all about. Racing hard but fair. We were definitely both hard and maybe not very fair with the track limits going through the chicane, but it's a horrific piece of track, so who cares. That's a nice and clean move though, up the inside into the what is normally the end of the back straight. Now it's sort of half a back straight, but he's coming back at us around the left-hand side. Not really a place you want to be on the outside there. We saw that earlier. I was on the outside of a couple of cars and lost a position. This time he was on the outside of me and lost a position to me. Once again, trying to take the inside through the left-hander of 1,000 corners. It's not left-hander of 1,000 corners. I call it. Can you tell I'm on a mumbly day? I'm not really staying on topic very well. Not really saying the words that I'm meaning to say, because how can one corner be the left-hander of 1,000 corners? That doesn't make sense. I suppose if you class each line through a corner as a separate corner, then it could be 1,000 corners. Anyway, let's talk about this corner, the last one, on the last lap of the last race of this race meeting. Just about got through there cleanly after losing it on the curb on the way in, but on the way out, it's nice and clear. We've got an S2000 behind us on the run to the line again, but he's not going to be close enough to challenge. There you go, having a quick look back and see him. And that would be 5th place for me, so Forza reckons I got 2 5ths if you judge on what pops up, but it would be a 5th and a 6th for me in the end. VPR Delete, my teammate, did brilliantly well with 2 podiums, a 2nd and a 3rd. So here are the driver standings then after that round. I'm still up in 7th. Shep's A-lobby appearance, obviously doing wonders for him. He's in 9th. And Delete, once again, moving up, despite not having served his drop round yet. And there are the team standings as well. We're 3rd. Big gap in front, big gap behind. I don't think we're really going to move from there. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry I've been rambling on, and I'll see you for the next one soon. Goodbye.